All right. There we go. Back to this. I assume this will be a very short one. I think we're on part 8, but I've done actually a decent amount of progress since where we last left off, because I think we last left off after beating the cultists. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I've done a decent amount of work since then. So I'll kind of have to, obviously, like I've mentioned. Also, yeah, I love this theme so much. And I think this is, okay, so obviously as it's on the top left, I'm in Suntouch City, which is the next city. Yeah, and then this is a complete different theme on the floor. Basically, the main premise of this city is it's 2 layers, like a floor layer and a top layer. Not gonna go through it all. Actually, no, I don't wanna go in here. I prefer the music out here better. I'll go into when I'm actually explaining. But yeah, basically, bottom floor, top floor, it's actually a pretty cool idea, I think, personally, especially because they have different themes too. I really like both of them. And this is the permanent theme for the bottom floor. For whatever reason earlier I thought it was different, but yeah. Basically, the reason why I'm recording now is I'm going to be taking on the gym, or at least its trainers. So as I've said, I'd only be recording sort of important moments in the game, and I consider that an important moment. Granted, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I'll end up battling the gym leader. I kind of have a plan, but yeah, so what I'll do is I'll kind of explain what I've done, battle the trainers, and then I don't think I'll ultimately battle the gym leader. So I think there'll be maybe 2 or 3 trainers in the gym that I can battle. But I mean, yeah, so that'll pretty much be it. But yeah, so if I look at because I feel at least for the past couple of videos, I've kind of recorded all at once. So yeah, here's Suntouched, and here was Minna Town, which is where I left off. Then I went to the ancient ruins, beat the cultists, made it through the cave to Suntouch City, and I've already done everything I needed to do in Suntouch City, which is why I'm going to show now with so basically my party has changed. Basically, I still have my what I consider my core members at this point: Mario, Anteater, Demon, and Man-Bat. Obviously, those core members will change once the game goes on or continues. But I've gotten 2 new members as well. Axew, which I got from a trade, actually. Or no, that wasn't from a trade. That was there's a broadcast tower in Suntouch City where basically you can go and catch rare Pokemon. The first one is an Axew, and the second one's the Delta Grimer, which is the one I'm really looking at. It's a Grimer with Sap Sipper, but unfortunately, I'm not sure I'll be able to get it before the first gym. That's my goal, but even if I don't, I still think I can take it on, because this lineup at level 25, I think can for sure take on and beat the Orion's gym or whatnot. I mean, first off, Man-Bat would evolve. That'd be a pretty big deal. I'm not sure Axew evolves by level 25. I don't think so. But yeah, Man-Bat would evolve, so that'd be a pretty big deal. But yeah, basically, I would have 5 Pokemon that completely counter his team or typing theme or whatnot. Demon counters both grass and fire. Mario counters fire. Anteater counters grass. Man-Bat hard counters grass, and Axew counters both grass and fire. And I'm really hoping to get that Delta Grimer, because that would ultimately it'd counter both, but it'd be super effective against fire. But even so, if I don't get it, I think these 6 are definitely enough to take on and beat the gym. And I also subbed Delta, Dwello out, mainly because it's not really that useful. I just really needed it to beat that one Insurgence cultist battle, and then I subbed it in. Oh, and I mentioned I got an Axew from the broadcast tower mission. You get a Machop from one of the houses. Basically, a guy's slaving away his Machop or whatnot. If you speak to him, that's apparent, and if you speak to the Machop, he challenges you to battle, and then if you beat him, you get his Machop. So that's what he did. I mean, yeah, but yeah, so I think that's kind of the backstory for how I got Axew or Machop. And basically, I've said multiple times, I think this team of 6 at level 25 can beat the gym. So what I'll likely do is I'll battle the trainers in the gym, train these 6 to level 25, because I'm pretty sure that's the max level given the gym leader's Pokemon cap out at level 25. So level 25 will probably be the level cap. And I think all 6 of these level 25 should pretty much stomp the gym leader. And that's hopefully what I'll be doing in the next recording. But I should also talk about after the gym, because obviously I'll get Delta Grimer. So I've had a planned team out for a while. And it's going to be Demon, which is obviously my starter. I'm obviously going to keep that. It'll also be my future Mega. Man-Bat, which it serves multiple functions. One, it serves as my flyer, which ultimately when I get fly. 2, it serves as a counter to my rival's starter because it's flying, and then it should deal decent amount of damage against fighting. It also resists fighting. And then 3, it's also a decent counter to fairies, which is a Pokemon super effective against my starter. So multiple reasons to keep Man-Bat on my team. Delta Grimer, I'm going to keep just because it's a ground type with a really good ability. Once it evolves into Delta Muck, it can get one of 2 abilities. It can either stick with Sap Sipper, which that's still really good, but its other ability is, I mean, it seems pretty cheese. Basically, for each attack you do, you get an extra 40 attack, or 40 base attack of like a random type or something. So it's kind of like the Mega Kangaskhan ability, but it's a seemingly more random because it is a random type as opposed to, I think, what is just the type of the move you use. But I also think it's semi-dependent on that. You just have to look it up. It's hard to explain, but it's also really good, regardless of whether it evolves and gets Sap Sick or I think the R ability is called Regurgitation or something. Regardless of whether Delta Grimer evolves and get either of those are still really two really good abilities. Abilities that are good enough for me to consider keeping Delta Grimer and Delta Muck as a mono type on my team. So there's those 3 Pokemon, which I should get Delta Grimer fairly soon, so you'll see that. The 3 other Pokemon are, if you watch my previous run through, it's going to be Delta Gardevoir and Delta Scyther. I mean, they're just too good. Like, Delta Scyther with attack and boost in nature, hustle, life orb, that was just insane. I mean, yeah, that's just insane. It also acts as another counter to my rival starter as it's a fighting type. And, I mean, yeah, that's a pretty big deal. So long as it can, we knew it had a decent amount of speed. So long as it can outspeed my rival starter. And then also Delta Gardevoir. That's also such a good Pokemon. I was thinking about getting Delta Gallade, but I ultimately don't want to because that'd make it too similar to, I think, Delta Scyther being a physical attacker. I'd rather keep it a special attacker in Delta Gardevoir. I'm thinking about switching up its ability, though. As opposed to getting Lightning Rod, I'm thinking about getting Own Tempo. Basically, Lightning Rod, obviously, electric-type moves don't affect you, and you gain special attack when you're hit. But Own Tempo makes you completely immune to stat-like reduction moves, which, honestly, I think it's just, given that, it's kind of the same mentality as having Magnet Pull over Sturdy on Mario. Like, why would I be in a position where I would need Sturdy? Like, if I have Mario out on a Pokemon that can one-shot me, I'm probably going to lose if it comes to that. Same thing with Lightning Rod. Like, why would I have, unless I switch into an electric-type move, but I think that's just so situational, again, kind of like with Sturdy, where I would need to survive a hit and then need Mario to land an attack. So I just ultimately think Own Tempo, like completely removing stat reductions is just, I think that's such a much better ability. And also, like I said, keeping it a special attacker to kind of differentiate it from Delta Scyther. Else, I have 2 physical ice, like another typing. I'd rather keep it, like I said, I've pretty much decided I'd rather keep it Delta Gardevoir. But that makes 5. I'm thinking about my 6th being Delta Lombre or Delta Ludicolo. I haven't gone this much in depth with my team, but now that I've actually got a full 6, and it's basically kind of team crafting at this point. But yeah, it'll be Delta Lombre, Delta Ludicolo. That's the water psychic type. So yeah, I just want our Delta. Because like looking at the Deltas I've encountered, obviously this run through, which is new, is I got the Delta Dwebble. Normal Fairy, I'm not going to lie, that's a pretty bad typing. I mean, I don't exactly need a fairy type because its sole purpose is really to counter dragons. And I would have on my team 2 ice types and my starter being a dragon type, so not really necessary. Also, normal fight, like I hate normal types. Like you might as well just have it mono fairy, but then if that's the case, like I just don't agree. I just don't like using normal types on adventures or whatnot. But yeah, ultimately, I think that's kind of useless. The other Delta types, Delta Misdreavus, Ice Fairy, again, same issues. Like Fairy don't really need it. Ice, I've already got 2 ice types. Delta Budu, Dark Fairy, same issues again. Don't really need Fairy types. Dark, like Ghost does everything Dark does, and that's in my starter. My starter is a much stronger Ghost type, so I ultimately think the only Delta that I can reasonably use is Delta Lombre, Delta Ludicolo. And Water Psychic is a pretty decent, I would say, combination that I don't have that will be pretty useful. And I actually have the means to evolve it through, there was a point in time earlier in this game where I was offered a choice of water, grass, or firestone, and I picked water, and that's what you use to evolve it. So basically, I have my team of 6 now, but my final team of 6 will be my starter, Delta Charizard, Manbats, Crobat eventually, hopefully, Delta Grimer, which will hopefully be Delta Muck, Delta Scyther, which I'm going to try for another attack boost in nature, definitely at least for Hustle, but I'll go attack boost in nature, Hustle, Life Orb, because I'm pretty sure when it evolves into Scizor, Hustle becomes Tough Claws, which is pretty good. It's basically the same thing except on contact moves. So I'll just need to make sure I'm using contact moves. Is that just, I don't think that's the same as just physical moves, but yeah, I'll need to make sure that that's the case. And then Delta Gardevoir, which we also know is really good. I'll get Own Tempo as opposed to Lightning Rod this time, but it'll still be like Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, like that kind of stuff. Like still a really good Pokemon. And then the last Pokemon, so that's 5. And then the last, Delta Ludicolo. And that's a team of 4 Deltas right there, with the only exception being my starter, and then necessary fly Pokemon, which also serves multiple roles. So I feel like that's probably the best team I can make, especially on hard mode, or at least the team I can make with as many Deltas as possible, because that's 5 out of 6 Deltas, right? But yeah, or well, 4 out of 6 like sort of starter Deltas. I mean, I don't think anyone picked Eve, so I'm not even going to really count that. But 4 out of 6 Deltas besides my starter. But yeah, basically that's sort of my plan. Also, in case you didn't know, I spent, like, you can change your character's appearance or whatnot. Like, you can change their clothes and sort of like their hair color in like the sort of Pokemalls, which are available at cities as opposed to towns. So like it's a lot bigger on the inside. It has like a second floor or whatnot, and you can ultimately get like, I don't really want to show because I think that's useless, and I hate the theme. I much prefer this town theme. But yeah, basically you can get clothes and like change your hair. But it's kind of all I really needed to talk about. I know that was a while, but now that I have a full team as opposed to kind of going along, I kind of basically have the rest of I pretty much can plan out sort of getting to my final team. Also, I do really like this theme. So yeah, now we're gonna go and challenge the gym, I think. Unfortunately, normally what would happen is I think if you click this sign, it shows the average, like, or at least I remember in what was it? I remember in the previous run through, I was able to see the average amount of tries it took to beat the gym. I think this one was 3, or the gym leader, not the gym itself. But yeah, also there's some lag, but unfortunately can't do anything. But yeah, so it's actually really cool. I think. The hell is that? I don't know. But yeah, it's actually really cool in the sense that, yeah, okay, like I'm pretty sure I beat it twice on my first run through. I beat it in 2 tries. I had a lot of trouble with the second gym. Also, I'll explain this before I actually go into the gym. So last more thing. I think I'm going to absolutely stomp this first gym. Because, I mean, even if I don't get the Delta Grimer, this team still has 5 Pokemon that basically counter his whole team. And again, taking into consideration, he only has 5 Pokemon as well. So I think I'm going to absolutely stomp the third gym. Because that's a dark dragon type gym with East or whatnot. And, like, yeah, I mean, my starter, first off, my starter is Dragon, and then I'll have two extremely good ice types. And if I need to, I can easily sub out Delta Fairies, because by then I should have, I think, at least two Delta Fairies that I wouldn't be using that I could simply train up and use, and that basically get me about as good of a team as I have now, except against the third gym. The second gym, I think I'm going to have a harder time on. Ultimately, if I don't get, what is it? I don't think I get Delta Ludicolo by then. So ultimately, for the second gym, it'll be my starter, Man-Bat, Delta Grimer, hopefully Delta Muck by then, Delta Scyther, Delta Gardevoir, and that last Pokemon, I still think I'll use Axew, because I think a strong Dragon type, or a decently strong Dragon type, is probably the best out of what I've got to use against that gym or whatnot. And also, ultimately, I'll be trading Delta or Axew away, because you can do that. There is a trade for a Dragon type Pokemon later in the game, and that might actually be for one of the Deltas. But yeah, we'll see. Let's enter the gym. I mean, and it's the classic gym theme. Let's see. So how many trainers are there? Let's see. Fire types, the light of the sun. So yeah, basically it's a sun-powered team. Rock, ground, or water. I have two of those. I have a really strong team. I'm really not concerned. So it might actually be 4 trainers that I fight. So I'm not sure what type of Pokemon they'll have, though. But yeah, I mean, I'm really not too worried about this gym. I think, yeah, I just basically need to train what I currently have to level 25. And I mean, obviously I'll do that off camera. But I mean, this team of 6 all level 25 should absolutely stomp the first. Yeah. So this is actually a really good type up. Yeah, I'll just rock through. Payback. I'm a defensive Pokemon that, yeah, that shouldn't really do that much. It's not really effective. And yeah, slower than it too. So I'm not even getting the buff of being used after an attack. So that should be XP for Mario. That's enough to level 21 Mario. What other Pokemon do we have? A Numel, so that's still fire. I'm just not even going to swap out. I'm just going to have Mario kill this. Because I just kind of want to get through these trainers. Because I also... Okay, so is it... No, it may just be straight up ground. I guess if that's the case, I don't really want to use Thunder Wave. Well, no, ground resists rocks. So I'm just going to... What did it use? Did it use Bide? Oh, no, it used Magnitude. What type? 9? Okay, lucky for him. I still survived it. That's actually pretty funny. I think it's more so new Mario actually being strong. Okay, be like 1. Okay, so it's gonna kill me. Like anything besides maybe Magnitude 1 would kill me. Yeah, what's the next one gonna be? On who I want. I can just have Andy. I want to get experience. I'm not. What's the chance the next trainer has grass types? Because if they do, I can probably just swoop with Ant or whatnot. So yeah, Incinerate just to kill that. It also has a Charcoal. Oh yeah, and I got a spell tag for my stuff. And I currently have a magnet on Nosepass. But I mean, that won't really do much. That's more so voice and input commands before like. What's the chance that the second trainer has grass types? I guess I'll find out. I mean, he's just short. But I mean, I was going to plan on saving that. But wrong. Leo. Okay, still fire. Yeah. I mean, so I still think an Incinerate will do the most amount of damage given its stab with Charcoal and it's a decent damage. We'll see how much damage it does. Okay, that's not bad. 4-shot. Return might actually do Headbutt. Let's see how much. Okay, that did a lot. Really? Flinch? Okay. I think that's unfortunate, but yeah, right. Like, I mean, this is like the RNG type stuff I'm talking about. Like 2 flinches in a row. I mean, come on. Like, that's such a pain. So I'm just going to use my starter then because I want to save leveling up Machop and Nancy because they don't really feel like parts of my team yet. So I'd rather get all of these other Pokemon. I mean, it can't even use Headbutt on my starter. I hope I learn about Dragon type move. Because, like, yeah, Twister's still effective. I'm not sure when exactly I learned Dragon Breath. Like it, I'm not even sure I can use him, but I'll just use Demon against the second Pokemon because yeah, just being honest, like Dragon types, like it basically hard counters like Orion's whole team. Like I think it's pretty fine. Screech, like that's I was really actually hoping it was Dragon Breath. Like that's such a yeah. I'm never gonna use that. If the moves I have right now are fine. Let's see, Litwick. So that's actually Pargos. So let's or at least hopefully two shot it. Yeah, because unfortunately my starter is a nature that lowers attack. Nightshade. Is that really the best attack? I mean, it's a decent attack, but I mean, if it had a ghost type, actual ghost type. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and heal my Pokemon. But yeah, so that's 2 out of 4 trainers down. So I mean, but I ultimately will train my whole team up to level 25 in order to take on. Just because I think it's no, that was I was like, are we walking off the edge? No, but yeah, I'm gonna train up my whole team to level 25 because I just think, I just now that I have a team of 6, I can't really use other Pokemon to sort of bolster my strength. It's solely about typing, I guess, or I can't catch a Pokemon to bolster my strength. It depends about it's pretty much dependent on levels and strategy. But yeah. So yeah, I guess, well, I'm not going to show but basically you can see that the Pokemon center is different. Like you can see just straight up behind us that there's a second floor. But yeah, I mean, I'm basically going to rock this outfit during the rest of the game. Because I mean, I use the exact same outfit for the male character and it looks pretty much the exact same. It's like, it's for both or whatnot. It's the Lord's, I think, like shirt and pants or whatnot. It's basically like armor or whatnot, and it has a cape too. That's why I actually keep the backpack purple, because like you can see the purple blends in with the cape nicely. So the only thing I didn't buy last time was the crown, which I never ended up wearing. I'm fine with this. So like yeah, I basically look the exact same. Like I mean, I use the exact same outfit or whatnot while still having the male character. So it really doesn't make that much of a difference. So let's see. Yeah, this is level 21. Again, I want to train my core members more than anything. What I'm thinking is I'll try and get Manbat to level 22 if I can. Like if Anteater levels up. Oh shoot, that was not what I wanted to do. Then I'll use Manbat or whatnot because level 22 is when it evolves into Golbat. So that's actually really good. Oh yeah, and then that's nice. I'm not sure it'll evolve into Crobat by level 25. It wasn't like I was doing the best in regards to friendship, and there is no sort of friendship modifiers I can do massages. I assume this is only 4 trainers in this gym. If there's more, then I'll still battle them. Yeah. Why does my Pokédex only say 88? Have I really? Or I guess I've seen 88 Pokemon, I think, so far. That's likely it. Oh, that was a bit of lag. I'm gonna stomp this guy. I mean, hopefully they have grass types, because I mean his gym is both grass and fire theme. But I mean, Armako, that's still a fire type. But I mean, yeah, because I really actually do want to level. So grass type make that nice and easy. But yeah, return might actually deal more damage. Sod. How did it miss? Wait, that's a 100 accuracy move. I don't know how it missed. Yeah, I straight up don't know how it missed. Hopefully I max damage or something. Yeah, I really don't know how it missed. Yeah, fortunately this is doing a lot of damage. I was really just hoping I could actually get a grass type. I mean, are all their trainers gonna be fire types? But I mean, this is grass types. That's such a pain. Again, and only I actually do want to level this up. Please be a grass type. I mean, of course not. I mean, I'm not even gonna bother using this area. I just want to see how much. Okay, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, wait, no, I flash fire. Hold on. Is return its only move? Also, hold on. I should try using Incinerate because I'm not sure if it's just straight up. Flame Burst might be its only. But hold on, does it actually increase my fire moves? I'm not sure it does. I just think Incinerate does that much damage, especially with trouble. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I think Flash Fire, it's not like Lightning Rod or Volt Absorb or stuff like that, which actually either lets you heal or increase attack. I think it's straight up makes that stuff ineffective. Like, this is one of the very situational scenarios where a move like, or where an ability like, that's a fuck ton of 1,000. That should Fury swipes. Okay, that's a bad move. I'd rather keep return. That should bring me close to the next level. I'm honest. Like, that may really get me to the next level. So like halfway. So yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot. I didn't know I gained that much experience. Well, I guess it's a final evolution. But I mean, it's not like I could have swapped out because I mean, I was in basically a win position. It doesn't even really matter anyway because I'm gonna trade all these guys to level 25 anyway. Yeah, if I don't get the Delta Grimer by then, I'll use just Machop instead. But basically, this is my team, and I mean, or at least for now, for this first gym. It will change drastically for the second gym. I should only have, I think, 3 out of 6 members currently for the second gym. Let's see. Please let this have like a grass type. It would make it so much easier using Zubat. I mean, please have a grass. Okay. Shoot, I have Bite though, so that'll actually deal a decent amount of damage. Bite. Two shot. Okay, yeah, that's. Oh, that was a crit. Okay, please still let this 2-shot because that'd make things so much easier. Okay, nice. That's good. Yeah, good. So fainted. What's this then? So Inferno. Okay, that's actually part fighting. So this is actually a pretty good matchup for Zubat. And yeah, Mach Punch, that literally does like nothing. It needs a fire type to actually do any sort of damage. Wow, it's not even a 2-shot. Like, please crit or do like max damage. Okay, Flame Wheel, that could probably kill me. Yeah, that's why I'm like, Zubat's not exactly the friendliest with me, but I mean, it's kind of that kind of sucks training like such a low level Pokemon. Let's do Mario. I mean, yeah, I'm not throwing anything here, but ultimately, I think these are the only 4 trainers or whatnot. So, yeah, let's just use Rock Throw, Taunt. Like, this should 2-shot it, Rock Throw, I'm pretty sure. Like, at least from its current HP. Really? Is it not going to? Okay, yeah. AI is just being. So, that burned me? Oh my. It's actually pain. Please, like, at least kill this. Like, if this Rock Throw doesn't kill, okay, yeah, that'll probably kill me. Or not. I keep forgetting how to defend. Oh my god. Seriously? I always hate how these moves miss. Like 90 to 95% accuracy moves miss. Ultimately, when you need them to hit the most, like, so I'm just gonna try and get, because if I can outspeed it, I may be able to get Ant here to grow to level 22. Like if I can outspeed it, I'm not sure how much I get, but I may be able to get it to level 22, which would be nice. Let's return. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I had flashback. Like. It may be enough to kill me, but no. Yeah, this should kill it. And then let's see if this gets it to level 22. Yeah, that should be enough to get to level 22. There we go. That's why I sent it down. I'm like, maybe I can get to level 22. Let's see. I think that was the last, unless there's more trainers. I assume it was only those 4. There could very well be more. Okay, yeah, there's one more trainer. I'm going to go back and heal. And I assume that is the last trainer. I don't think there's any more. What I'll do is I'll beat that trainer. I'm not going to actually battle Orion. Like, I don't think it's worth. I'd rather just straight up. Because here's the thing. I guess, let's say, if I didn't, because training my Pokemon up to level 25, during that period, I may get the opportunity to get the Delta Grimer, which I think will ultimately be cool if I could use that against Orion. So that's something I didn't explain, because I basically need to wait in order to get that Delta Grimer. So training up to level 25 could potentially enable that. And ultimately, what I'll do is I'll replacement shot. So yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, I can actually show Delta Dwebble on the PC, and I think that actually be really good or whatnot. So we're really cool because yeah, right now I'm running on a full team of Pokemon already prior to the first. I didn't anticipate that when I started this playthrough. I anticipated, basically, I knew exactly what team I would have before going into the playthrough. I knew before I even started this second run. my team would consist of my starter, Delta Charizard, Man-Bat, which will ultimately be Crobat, Delta Muck, Delta Scyther, Delta Gardevoir, and Delta Ludicolo. I knew that that would be my team, but I didn't anticipate getting as many Pokemon in between as I did. So yeah, I really hope it's actually like fire types this time, or like a grass type. Please let that one trainer have grass types, because we know it's both a grass type and fire type gym. So like that would just make it so much easier. Also, yeah, Crobat's actually like, because before fairy types, poison types, I think the fairy type addition to the game was actually really good. Like, I'm not sure how other people feel, but like, because it's sort of two things. One, it provides a hard counter to Dragon, which wasn't really present before. But two, it also makes poison types actually somewhat useful. Because before it was just like poison types, they do less than like five, like especially like, and I'm using Zubat as an example, because basically there was no reason to have a poison type move on Zubat before, because like everything, like there's no move that like poison would do better against flying in. So you may as well just have like one flying type attack and spam it. But now that fairy types are, I think, in poison is a counter, like it's actually really good. I think at least, yeah, that's kind of just my rant. See, Sage Gym is the strongest. It's literally the first gym. But I guess we know from Pokemon, not Generations, Origins, that basically gym leaders, like, they're all around the same strength, but they test you based on sort of, okay, of course. I mean, I think I'll probably end up losing to Slitly. I think that's such a pain how it's a grass fire team gym, but all the trainers prior to it, that's a crit. That's honestly such a takedown. That made one shot. I mean, that's such a. I'm kind of had enough of that. I'm gonna swap out to. So I'm gonna swap out to. Oh my. Such a long position. I'll swap out to Mario to try and tank that, because I still think it won't deal that much. Like, and what's the chance that the second Pokemon is a fire type, I think is fairly high. So takedown, yeah, that only felt like 10 with attack boost. So yeah, and then whatever move I have should one shot it. So yeah, rock throw. Yeah, work up. That's actually nice because it does means that I don't get attack this turn. Yeah, I would have been like so angry if that didn't kill. But yeah, so Man-Bat, and then hopefully if there's, I'm not sure there's second Pokemon. Let's see. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna get this like a ton of experience from this. It may actually just straight up kill me though. Like I'm not sure I can beat this. Like, or at least before it kills me, because that's around a 4-shot. But like, yeah, it's got these nice what do you call it? What I could do is I could get it down low. What I'll do is I'll use Thunder Wave on it, get it down low, and then send in a Zubat. So yeah, Numel is it's not fire, it's fire ground. That's what this actually is. I just realized, fire ground that won't do a lava plume, and then that kills me. Shoot. So I could have gotten one more attack. Hold on. I don't know why I'm gonna try and do that. I don't really have to make like it up. Here's what I think. Here's what I think needs to happen. I don't think I can one-shot it. So what I need to do, I think, is confuse it and then hope it hits itself in confusion. So that's kind of what I need to do in order to like beat this or get the experience. So please hit itself. Nice. That's actually really like. Yeah. Now I think definitely. Yeah. On that house, definitely when it actually off. So yeah, and then that'll be some nice experience for Man-Bat. Not enough to evolve, but still some nice experience on. Then obviously the benefit of like defeating the Pokemon and whatnot for yeah, so I think that's all the trainers. Double check. Yeah, so because the gym leader is up there, whatnot. Yeah, I'm like, hopefully I don't get into like, it's a white rock. Yeah, because there was some backstory that like he talks to rocks apparently, or that rock at least, that white rock. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's just a quirk. Yeah, so those are the 5 trainers. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and heal, and I'm not, like I said, I'm gonna train up to level 25 before I fight the gym. Like at the very least, I'll train up to level 23, I think. Maybe I fight him, or at least let's say I'll train up to level 25, or if until I get the Delta Grimer, because I think levels. If I get Delta Grimer, I think levels are really irrelevant, because then I have like 3 Pokemon that basically counter his whole team, so I don't really need to worry about that. So yeah, I'll train up until level 25, or until I get the. I'll actually show how I got the Delta Grimer, or how got Axew, and will hopefully get the Delta Grimer. So yeah, I mean, because that is a pretty good. I'm not sure if you can really get anything after the Delta Grimer, but that's just such a good Pokemon. Like Delta Grimer, Ground type with Sap Sipper, like that's such a good combo. And I think its hidden ability is even like whatever. I think it's like Dry Skin or whatnot. It's the ability that lets you absorb water type attacks. But yeah, and even so, even if it evolves into Delta Muck and gets the other ability instead, Regurgitate, that's still a really good ability. It's basically an extra 40 damage attack, like 40 attack for every hit you land base. And not every hit, because then, but yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I'll show you. Basically, you go into the radio broadcast tower here, and then ultimately you talk to this guy. And the next mission I get is for a Delta Grimer. So like, yeah, the Axew mission, that was how I got the Axew. And then, yeah, I mean, yeah. So the second mission is for the Delta Grimer. And that was what I missed in the previous run through. But it's still such a good Pokemon. Like Ground type with Sap Sipper, not only does it completely counter the first gym, but on its own, sort of, that's still really good typing. It means, I think the only thing super effective against it is water at that point. Water or ice. Yeah, I think those are the only 2 types. And I mean, like, it's the only mono ground type I'll have, and for a good reason. But yeah, basically, so what I'll do is I'll train up either, like I said, up until level 25, or until I get the Delta Grimer, basically. Because I think with the Delta Grimer, you know, there's basically no point. I'll just pretty much stomp his team. Like, where I'll train, because I can't continue on. Or I guess, you know, this will actually be interesting, because I haven't continued on, but I assume there's some sort of blockade which prevents it. I guess I can still, like, record this, because it's just some part I haven't done or whatnot. So basically, the way you continue on, and there's also a statue of the Augur. Or no, you go down here and through this cave, ultimately. And I think there's one more city between Sun-Touched. Oh, yeah. I'm such an idiot. The Machop you got had strength. Well, here's the thing, though, because I wasn't able to use that. The Machop you got gets strength. And you know what I did? You know what I did with that strength? Also, I got a really good nature. Lower special defense, more attack. That's like the second best nature, probably besides lower special attack, higher attack. And I replaced strength with return. So it made sense though, right? Because like, at least from a symbolic standpoint, because like it used strength because it was like a slave to its owner, and I replaced it with return, which is based on friendship with the owner. But either way, so ultimately I would need the gym like badge. I'm not sure. It may be from the next gym, because I know this gym allows you to use surf, which is what you ultimately use to get past that way or whatnot. So you need to be the gym for that. So actually, hold on. I want to see around, because I assume you can get wild encounters here. I want to see the level that they're at, because before I leave off, because this is probably what I'll use to train up to level 25. It may take a couple or few days, but yeah, I just want to see what typings they are. I assume it's like, so what typings? Wisdom, level 15. I'll train Man Bat level 22 just to, yeah, level 15. I mean, I was, yeah, to train to level 25. Like, I'll probably get like 200, 300 experience of that. That's like, look how little that moved. Like, level 15, please just be like a low ball. Like, please let it be like level 15 to 17. Like, Whismer, level 7. That's actually probably the levels that there. I'll try and poke. There's a cave that you get out of to Really, that's literally 1 HP, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I mean, there's a yeah, I just we'll see what that or whatnot. So I'll try and see if the Pokemon in there are any better. But yeah, I at least want to show a Zubat evolving into Golbat before I end it. Because like I said, this is actually a main permanent like core member of my party throughout the whole game, not just what I currently have. Because what I currently have is only I only have 2 out of 6 Pokemon that I'll ultimately be using. And if I get Delta Grimer, that'll be 3 out of 6. But yeah, so ultimately, yeah. So I want to see if there are any higher level Pokemon here. I'm not sure though. Yeah, and then this is just the cave. Basically, you go from the end of, so level, it's the same, but I think it's bites, no, it's shade. Okay, that's pretty. I guess I can take another. That's the only attack it has. I think that's kind of, at least I outspeed it. So yeah, that's maybe enough experience to level up. So yeah, it's a lot more than fighting Mesmers or whatnot. So yeah, that's gonna be a evolution. It's on low HP, so it has its low HP die. But yeah, that'll make Manbat will become 100 times better as a Zubat. So yeah, or as a Golbat, not as a Golbat instead of a Zubat. So yeah, that'll also be really nice for the whatnot. So I don't know if it'll Golbat 25 being 100%. Yeah, so I'm gonna go out and heal, and I'll probably end it here. Or maybe at least for now, at least I can get all my Pokemon to level 20, or at least the members of my core up to level 22. Because I think Nosepass needs a bit more experience, and Demon needs a bit more experience. Or Mario that's the Nosepass. I like to stick with their names or whatnot. I don't know. Don't really know why I name them. I'll figure out a name from a Chop and ask you. But like, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna use the same names for a Gardevoir and Scyther. I don't exactly remember what they are. Yeah, so there's a Manbat's a lot better now. Yeah, I don't exactly know when it will. Yeah, the ability isn't the greatest. I guess special attack. I had the opportunity to learn Air Cutter, but I didn't. It was between Air Cutter and Wing Attack. I mean, I kept Wing Attack for like, I guess, I don't know, different reasons. Like, it's basically either one, really, like, matters. Because it's basically, there are benefits for wing cutter or air cutter or whatnot. It's like what? I think it's 55, 90. Yeah, basically, I like it. Actually, I think the difference was the PP because I think wing attack only like, or air cutter only like 10. But ultimately, yeah, I think, yeah, I just kept wing attack. But when it has the chance to learn air slash, I'll probably switch it up. But yeah, so actually, so what I'm going to do for this is train Demon and Mario to level 22, and then I'll end it. I just think, like, why not, basically. Like, that's what it comes down to. Yeah, so, yeah, it's just, and I'll train them, like I said, either I'll train them all to level 25 or train them until I get the Delta Grimer. Because I think, even if I'm not level 25, if I get the Delta Grimer, I still think that's just enough to stomp him. Because I have 3 types. I got 2 dragons. This is actually a battle. Can I even this Dynamite's type so good. Like that, probably if I had to pick a Pokemon with the best typing in the whole game, it'd be Magnemite. I think the types that are it just resists so many types. Like I mean, there are like obviously there's like quadruple, but obviously even Magnet Rise that nullifies that. And it's fire and fighting. That's it. And then types that are neutral against it are water. And then it resists every single other type in the game. Like except for I think dark and except dark and ghost. So it was even stronger. Like it was strongest in Gen 4 when it still resisted dark and ghost when steel. So that's just crazy OP. Like Magnemite's type. Now it actually it's almost kind of a trade-off. Okay, that was like 200 experience. So it's now good against Fairy, but it doesn't resist Ghosts and Darts. So honestly, yeah, I mean it's just such good typing. I may add it to my team. I had it I recently, like not that long. Like I really didn't use it for that long, but yeah, really good. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's unfortunate with that encounter. Like, I'll use Demon. Like I think that's unfortunate. Like that'd be a money because that provide more than what it should provide. I guess it's not really that special. It doesn't have special defense, so I can use that twister or whatnot, and I outspeed it. So yeah, that's gonna two shot it. So and it flinched. That's fine. Oh yeah, yeah now it should be experience. Like I honestly thought that'd be more because Onyx is like what? It's a two evolution Pokemon, so it should have given more, but obviously it didn't. Yeah. So continue doing this, I guess. Yeah, so we'll see how much experience this gives because I'm not sure. Berry juice. That's such a yeah. Oh well. But, so yeah, let's do this. Let's kill that. And yeah, so hmm, yeah, I think I'm actually done. I don't want to train. Like I thought it'd be quicker to get to that. This training's gonna be a pain in the ass. I really hope like I can just train my. What I'll probably do is I'll probably after I get all my main Pokemon at level 22, I'll probably train Machop and Axew up to level 22. Honestly, I think what very well may happen is I won't get the call for or to get the Delta Grimer until I beat the gym. So I may very wait. Honestly, I might not even need to train to level 25. I can probably roll in with level 23s and then do a decent amount. But I mean, I'll try though. I guess I'll try. Basically, at the very least, I'll need to get all of them up to level 22, given my core four. Like, I want to get these four at that level. But yeah, basically, so I think honestly, I think I'm not going to get the chance to get Delta Grimer until after the gym. So I'm thinking what I very well may do is try and roll in with level 23s as opposed because I don't really want to go through all that training to get it to level 25. I think getting Mario and Demon to level 23 and then getting Machop and Axie to level 22 and then training them all up one more level and getting them to level 23, I think that may be enough. Because I think all five of his are level 25, but I really think that two-level difference isn't going to matter. Maybe for Manbat, if I can get to evolve into Crobat by then, I don't even think I'll get it to evolve by level 25. I just think it being level 22 is fine, like as a goal bat. But we'll see. We'll see what I do. Honestly, like I said, I don't think I'll be able to get Delta Grimer. But yeah, because I'll probably get the event after I beat the gym. But yeah, it's kind of so for today. Well, I'm actually recording this in the mornings. I'm specifically recording this in the morning, so I'll get more time in the evening or whatnot. So yeah, it's actually it for this part at least. In the next part, hopefully I'll be at the gym and prepared to beat him. So we'll see then.